Hi, welcome to Dan's Garage. You know, normally on a Saturday I tell people not to bug me. I think today is going to be an exception to that. You know, you buy a car and sometimes it's got to be more than just a showpiece for you or a toy. It actually has to be viable transportation, and that's the case with my daughter's 69 Volkswagen Bug. She's in college and she needs to drive this to school every day. So what can we do to make this thing look better than it is without completely disabling the car on her for 3-4 months? Well, Sean Summers from Caliber Collision and Paul Stoll from PPG are going to be coming by and telling us some of the things we should or shouldn't tackle in the garage that we can at least do some improvements to the exterior of this car. And you know, I don't know if a lot of you know it, but I actually am an EHP water-based coat tech. Yes, my name is written there in crayon, but I'm accepting it as the real deal anyway. All right, so this is the project, guys. This is my daughter's 69 Volkswagen Bug. Thanks for coming by.
You bet.
Sean, what do you think? Is that right on that side? Or?
It's all right on this side. I think most of the work is on the other side in the roof.
Oh, you noticed the roof right away?
Yes.
And what about down here? We've got some dings. I mean, the right rear fender is a write-off as far as I'm concerned. And then we've got this.
Rust.
Right.
We need to stop that.
Now, what about the back here? This is a lid from a 72. Which
I was
is
going to say, it doesn't match.
Yeah, but I wanted this one. This is for my daughter's first Bug. I wanted this one because much better venting, I thought.
Yeah.
That's not EDP. That's actually flat black, right?
I don't know what that is. It's got to come off. That's what it is.
All right. Well, what do we want to start on first?
Well, the first thing is we got to stop that rust.
So, guys, what tools are we going to need if we're going to tackle this area first?
Well, I brought a little air grinder. An electric grinder will do the same job if you don't have an air compressor.
Right. So, should we circle out like an area of how big to do this, or?
Well, we'll circle an area out with the grinder, basically. If it's the problem is I don't know how far this rust has actually gone. So until we just start going and seeing, we don't know. Hopefully, it hasn't traveled underneath this paint and the whole top of this car's rusty.
Okay, so this is an onion, maybe.
Could be.
Well, Sean, what do you think? Are we going to be fixing or drinking?
Well, we're probably going to be drinking.
Is that right?
With the lower cushion removed, the trim panel loosened up, the seat lowered down, we have access now to the inside of the panel. And even though there appears to be access, there's a reinforcement piece for the quarter panel that supports the glass.
And that's blocking that?
And that's blocking that. The apex right here is right above where the guide stops right about here. So the tool that you were talking about with a weld-on stud is going to be applicable for this particular dent.
This was really rusty up here. So I had to grind that several times with a 36 grit. And what you need to do is go back and forth in different directions to make sure you get all those pits of rust out.
Okay.
Then I went back over it with 80 grit on a DA to just really level it out and make sure that I don't still have any rust pits.
Okay.
So now we don't want to touch that bare metal with our hands because our hands are sweaty because it's fairly warm today.
Yes.
And there's salt in your sweat. So that will start to rust back. So I want to put some epoxy primer on this like pronto. We're going to roll this on.
We're going to, like house paint.
Exactly.
Well, it's going to come off anyway when it's painted. Right?
Yeah. Okay, so like I said, we actually have a special roller for this. It's a high density foam. And it's not that any foam roller
Wouldn't do?
wouldn't do.
Okay.
You just need to make sure that when it gets in solvent, it doesn't come apart.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to just pour this to the next tube. So you just run this through the primer and roll it, get it, saturate the roller with it real good.
Yeah.
Just come out here and roll it. We want to cover this area up. There's a dent there.
Oh, you found one. Imagine that. You had to work pretty hard to get to find that, I guess. So you don't hit the dent from below.
No, you hold it from below and you hammer on the top.
Around it, and it will level itself out again.
In
Because that's where
theory.
the energy's going.
Yeah, exactly.
Paul, there you go. I've got you some more water for your ice.
Thank you, Dan.
Hey, you were noticing that the air tools weren't working, or it took a little while to build up some pressure for those things. Are they not good tools?
What? No, my tools are excellent.
No, I mean, I have
It's
air
the
tools.
air. It's
Yeah.
the air. It's hard to buy an air compressor for your garage that's going to supply enough air.
Really?
You could buy a 15, 20 horsepower air compressor. That doesn't mean anything. It's the cubic feet of air per minute that it puts out.
We have 3 compressors, pneumatic compressors, and we have to service them and keep up after them.
I think we're on the right track. We'll probably have to take it apart and media blast it, I guess, right?
Yeah, you got to get all the paint off that. At least the roof. Probably the whole car.
Yeah.
All right. That's right.
Dad,
Yeah.
Mom said you're going to the soccer game and everyone's got to go home.
Okay, I got the word, guys. Unless you want to go to soccer.
Well, see you later.
All right.